And 176 usually is not the kind of total that you're looking after. 50s for Dube and Ravi Jadeja, but I think the one who's going to be taking all the headlines and highlights is going to be a young Ayush Matre, getting 32 at a strike rate of over 200. We'll be talking about him, but overall 176, what does everyone make of it?
I think looks pretty much under par. I don't really think there are too many demons on the wicket. Have to credit, Hardik Pandya's captaincy also of giving, Mitchell Santner the 18th over. Siddharth and I were discussing, here that Dhoni fancies facing the left arm spinners, but then he took the risk here and it paid off because Santner gave away just 5 or 6 runs in that. Overall, I think CSK very much under par. They should have been, someone, maybe a Ravindra Jadeja at one stage. He was 24 of 21. He accelerated in the last 13-14 balls. So I feel CSK are about 30 runs short.
30 runs.
See, I know that diesel engines are very common in Tamil Nadu, but
all across India, other than Delhi NCR, they are very common. Delhi NCR, almost banned. Like if it's a previous generation, then if GRAP comes, then you can't use it.
No.
New generation, you can use only valid for 10 years.
Diesel locomotives.
Train.
I'll give the train example.
I think train one diesel gone, all electric.
No, some parts of Tamil Nadu you still have diesel engine.
Remote areas.
Yeah.
But this is a team from Chennai, my friend. There even the metro
starting point also some stations is diesel engine, because today Ravindra Jadeja and Shivam Dube were playing as if they were inspired by diesel engines. Look at it. 53 of 35, 50 of 32. Don't take anything away from the strike rate of 156, 151. Dube was 16 of 19. And towards the fag end, he accelerated.
But at the end, we'll see, na?
But
if you batted at 200, you batted at 200.
But
if you batted at 150, you batted. That's another point that you may say 150 is also not good.
On Wankhede strip, it's like, I agree, you're about 20 runs short. You needed to be 190 or close to 200 to even make a contest out of this. And Chennai Super Kings bowlers, yes, there is Noor, agreed. He can be the difference maker on this wicket, but just on Noor alone, how much can you base your defense? Wankhede, even when SRH made 162, they chased it down with how many? With about 2-3 overs to spare?
See, I think Dhoni got out early. Had he stayed on, maybe 200 you will.
No, then 176 wouldn't have been scored. That's for sure.
Chennai were lucky to get to 176 because Dhoni fell to Jasprit Bumrah. It would have definitely been 165 if MS Dhoni was there again.
What if he had taken you to 200?
That day, I think Chennai would have seen no cyclone in their monsoon season. It's never happening. It's not happening. Again,
so you think his wicket was a blessing in disguise?
Total blessing in disguise.
No, I thought it was.
I mean, look at it again.
What did an overturn do after he came also? In those 3 balls, he's got 4 runs. Dhoni could have utilized those 3 balls for 3 sixes, my friend.
That was
18 runs. You would have been sitting at 90, 190.
It could, again, but this is a pressure game, right? MS Dhoni is not performed in pressure games. Barring one, LSG.
Just now he won you again.
Against LSG.
But by the way, that game also, I hope Rishabh Pant was watching. Didn't bowl the spinner. Look what they've got a Santner to do again today.
And this is Dhoni's stronger suit. Hitting left arm spinners. Yet, Hardik persisted with the best bowler that was available in Mitchell Santner. I thought, okay, maybe Hardik is committing harakiri here. But no, he proved us wrong. By Rishabh Pant, on just that one particular day, his tactics had to go haywire. Not bowling a Ravi Bishnoi. What was he thinking? MS Dhoni cannot play spin. It's established. It's Patthar ki Lakir in 2025. Pressure situations, he can't play. Non-pressure situations, he'll inflate his average and his strike rate. Today again, Santner bowled a slow back of the line delivery. Dhoni could have pulled it or done it. Old MS Dhoni.
Is it Dhoni's fault that they are, according to me, not even 20, not even 30, they are 40 runs below par on this wicket? I think 210, 220 is what they would have needed if they wanted to go on and win this game. I was just reading one stat that was being played on the score, what is that called? Tab, on the score tab, where it was written 206 is the lowest total defended on this trip exactly. So according to me, 220 is what they would have needed. But just getting back to what Sidvi sir was saying, just continuing that discussion, I don't think that MS Dhoni is the reason why the Chennai Super Kings are 40 runs short.
I
Just
didn't.
calling him out, I think that's not.
No. He never said they are 40 run short.
Yeah.
He blamed, if you remember, Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja.
Yeah.
But I said maybe they would have reached 200 if Dhoni. He said no. Dhoni not being there, they have reached 176. Else they would have been even less.
That's the thing. I had said 151, 156 look good in the scorecard, but they all started slowly, and there was a middle over resurgence that came. But had you maintained what Ayush Matre did, you could have easily gotten 200. But then you decided to play, okay, openers, Ravindra Jadeja, Shivam Dube decided, okay, let's try ODI mode. So they played around, and later on they accelerated.
And it wasn't even that. Why I feel it's 40 runs short, I know that you should not be judging a pitch until and unless both the sides have played. But over here, I think Shivam Dube and Ravindra Jadeja were trying to hit those balls. The ball was coming pretty well on the bat. It just wasn't connecting. That's why we saw later on as well, when they started to strike, when they started to just get a little settled in, they were able to hit those clean hits. And we saw that with Ayush Matre up top as well, that there is nothing in the wicket. You just need to hit in the line, and you might just, if you have that ability in you, you will clear the fences. I think Jadeja and Shivam Dube were not able to do that to begin with. Then Shivam Dube got a couple of loose deliveries. One full toss which he flicked sort of onto the leg stump, one more full toss, and then he started to accelerate, and then he started to hit those shots. So I think in between they were not able to do that. Now that comes down to the skill set, and Shivam Dube hasn't really shown that skill set of power hitting so far in the season. He has definitely contributed in ways to the team. He has definitely been one of the amongst the runs for the team, but it hasn't come at the pace that we expect a Shivam Dube to come from.
I think if Dhoni is arguably considered to be a liability as a batter for CSK here, and I say arguably, I think we don't talk much about Ravindra Jadeja. I don't think CSK have an idea as to how they want to use Jadeja, the batter, specifically, in the IPL here. Usually you have had him at number 6 or number 7, but now you know that a chance for the playoffs is all but gone. You're maybe preparing for the next couple of seasons or so. Let's just try our most experienced batter, or one of our most experienced batter at number 4. He was 24 of 21 at one stage, and he accelerated in the last 10 or 11 balls. I think if CSK lose this game, the blame should be down to Jadeja here, because he could not accelerate as and when it was needed.
I think a big reason for there is also the management. You're playing a Vijay Shankar. A Jadeja, I'm sorry, but in this form cannot be a number 4 batter. This is a reflection of what the team is thinking. And if you're playing a Vijay Shankar, he's clearly the batter, right? You're not playing him to bowl 3 overs. He's not going to be bowling those 3 overs unless you have scored 300 runs. Then maybe you can risk him and he can bowl a few overs. Then there's enough to defend. You're not going to bowl him. And his primary role is that. See, if you don't believe in his hitting ability, then he should not be even part of the 11. Make a change. You've gone with young batters. Go for one more. Vansh Bedi, whatever, can play as a batter. You can do that. But if you believe, the reason that he's playing there and he's had a scratchy season, I think the reason he's there because you believe that he has the ability, and he has done, and maybe not this season, he has done it previously for other franchises where he's been a standout player. So if you believe in that ability, then he should be the number 4. I still think that on a day he can fire and give you that impetus that you need, or he fails as he has. So then you decide that I'll drop him. He is not in form, he is looking rusty, he needs to go out. But ability wise, I would, even if you ask me today between a Vijay Shankar and a Jadeja, for batting abilities, I'm going with that. If you didn't want to go to Vijay Shankar, you go to Shivam Dube at number 4. I think one of the major reasons why you did so well in that season when you won the title is because Shivam Dube was being pushed much higher up the batting order. Now you are going to have him bat behind a Ravi Jadeja. That was, I think, baffling to see. So the strategy also didn't make sense. Unless in their mind, if you were playing on a tough pitch and I thought that wickets could fall and you said we need some consolidation, you were playing in Mullapur today, you said, okay, here, Jadeja, you go play a runner ball or something, let's save our wickets for the back end where they'll come and hit. That wasn't even the case. Shashwat just reminded us it's a 206 wicket which has been defended only once.
Which is why, and when did CSK have confidence in Ravindra Jadeja, the batter? In his entire career, he's won you 3 or 4 games for CSK. That's it. 2 against RCB that I can remember in 2012 and 2013. But that game was already set up a long time back. But here...
You're talking about when he hit Harshal Patel for
No.
35 in Dubai. Once there was this season
That was
also.
the first innings match.
That was the first
Yeah,
inning,
yeah,
but
but
no, I'm talking about RCB 2012-2013. He was the guy who hit the winning boundaries at that point. But I'm talking about the last time he won you the game, 2023 final. That 6 and 4 of Mohit. Jadeja batting at number 4 just simply shows that Chennai Super Kings don't know what to do with their batting order. Not helped by the fact that your openers aren't firing.
And this also shows that the team is how unsettled the team is and they're not able to find their combination so far. What this shows also is that why do you need a Jimmy Overton? When you've signed a Dewald Brevis recently, you can easily get in an Anshul Kamboj. Suddenly Anshul Kamboj is nowhere to be seen. Again, he had a couple of good games. Then Anshul Kamboj.
No, but he will be your impact
as an
player.
impact sub. But then why do you need? No, I don't think he will be, because you already have Khalil, Pathirana and Overton. I don't think he will be.
But I think
you will get a fast bowler.
Yeah, in Wankhede conditions, you would need more fast bowlers than a spinner.
Anshul will be your impact sub.
Who else is the option that they...
It is Ramakrishna Ghosh. There are 2 overseas players who cannot take part because already CSK are fielding with 4 overseas players, and I can't remember the 15th one.
Go up.
There is Ravichandran Ashwin, who is also an impact player.
Exactly.
Full commentary.
He said no, Ashwin. So there's only
Kamboj,
a choice between
Nagarkoti, Ramakrishna Ghosh, Sam Curran and Ashwin. These are the...
Sam Curran cannot be because already you have 4 here. So it could be either Anshul Kamboj or Ashwin, but going by the pitch conditions, I think it will be Kamboj.
You could have fitted in a Dewald Brevis somewhere and gotten an Indian option in place of Overton. Either a fast bowler... Nagarkoti and Overton, both of them could have played. And Nagarkoti, what I've heard, is that he's been in great form as far as the net sessions are concerned. So somebody's showing spark in the nets.
But
I've heard that.
Again, nets.
When the nets, it's tough to hit 4s and 6s.
In the practice game also he was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Match simulation.
The practice game that they had prior to the
Nagarkoti
season.
is a part of the huddle.
So Nagarkoti.
There you go.
Not even
He
Anshul
could be.
Kamboj is coming. Then now Anshul Kamboj you're not playing.
I just saw that.
You could have played both of them and fitted in a Dewald Brevis. If you're not confident about your batting, you ruled out a fast bowler in Gurjapneet Singh, got in a batter in Dewald Brevis. I thought that you're doing that so that you can fit him in the 11, and you have not played him now. I don't understand this.
Is it jet lag? Maybe take time to
He
get
was
over.
making reels yesterday with his best friend and Tilak Verma. They're best friends, no?
Oh,
Yeah, they were in the same franchise for a couple of years.
I know. So they're
That's
best
why.
friends.
Yeah,
I didn't know
very-
they're best
I
friends.
don't know if they're best friends or not, but they're very close.
But he's playing against them today, no?
But still, so jet lag, he was at the practice yesterday, he did everything, he batted in the nest, he did everything, and suddenly you haven't played him. You signed him in place of a fast bowler to play him, na? Or to make him sit on the bench.
Firstly, we don't know what is the nature of injury that Gurjapneet Singh has had. Okay?
Side strain.
Side strain. Neither the franchisee, neither the IPL have even bothered to tell us that why Gurjapneet Singh was removed. Injury, that's the only thing we know. CSK, transparency, need I say anything more? I don't know. Why then? Why are we then even debating the team combination and the 11? We know that
Gurjapneet Singh is the same guy who Virat Kohli took in the dressing room, gave a dressing room tour and all of those things. It's the same guy. Gurjapneet was it. It was.
So how does that make any difference?
No,
Side straight can happen to
Yeah,
anyone.
it can happen to anybody for sure. But again, is it Kamlesh Nagarkoti?
We'll find out, but Rohit Sharma for sure is the impact sub.
So if Nagarkoti was there, you could have batted him as well.
No, you didn't bat Vijay Shankar. Then what Nagarkoti you're going to bat?
I was never a big fan of all these kind of things for a bowler who can bat, okay? What he offers is very notional, and Dube's gone. And I think it'll be Kamlesh looking at it.
He's playing after a very long
No,
time.
Ash.
Ash Anna.
Yep.
He's thought of a plan. Figured out one dusra, one skidder, carom, this.
If he does all of that, then he's definitely.
I'm
not
surprised.
being successful.
I think Anshul Kamboj with the new ball would have been more
Exactly.
effective.
And Overton, you've played.
I don't know.
Overton, what? Again, this
No, but
comes
they have
down.
Khalil and Pathirana.
No, but
Pathirana, any which ways, bowls in the middle overs, na?
And death.
Yeah,
do you
and
think
that.
Overton was played because of his hitting ability
And
as
Overton. Possible.
Possible.
Then they missed the script there.
This is the same thing India does in
Orton-
test matches. That wrongly. That is done by India in
But
test
this is
matches.
T20 cricket now.
You had Brevis, baby, AB.
Oh, he
No, but
hates
he
that
got-
nickname, by the way.
He went unsold also
Yeah.
in the auction. So
Yeah.
he is not that highly rated. I'll tell you the issue with Dewald Brevis is, and I maintained it from the time he came. Saw him in the Under-19 World Cup. He's a good batter, very good. But I think he didn't have the T20 explosiveness. That I think was missing. Even in the Under-19 World Cup, he plays very good ODI knocks, and that seems to be his comfort zone. Not to say that he cannot change, but maybe he's spent some time to get that part of his game going, where you really have to be that extra aggressive. That is something that was missing from his game. That's why he was unsold. Otherwise, there would have been other teams. A young kid, you would want him. But I guess with CSK left with no option, I said, probably they have said. Get
And
whoever
anyway,
you can.
see, he had a very good SA20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but in terms of like where India cricket is going right now, T20 cricket, I beg your pardon, you needed like massive explosiveness, not really 150 strike rate will not work.
David Warner was there at the auction, right? As in, he registered himself.
Oh?
David Warner.
Yeah, he went unsold.
Yeah, and now he's playing at the
PSL.
Yeah,
If a team wants him, he can definitely come.
He can.
But then he'll
No,
also
He
suffer
suppose
the
a
fate of
Corbin Bosch situation.
I was thinking of this last night. There was David Warner. Why didn't they?
Maybe he's not
call
in form.
David
And
Warner?
this today also he got out very cheaply, I believe. Today he was playing a game.
No, earlier I had anticipated that Warner would be picked by Punjab Kings because that's what they do, na?
Australian Kings.
Yeah.
Ricky Ponting does that.
He's not really.
He's past his prime, yeah, David Warner, that's it.
Plus, he's not
Yeah.
really in that coterie.
Devpriya Vyas was saying CSK will win. MI top order collapse loading. See, even if Rohit fails, I think.
Dev Priya is a CSK fan. I could be wrong, but I think.
Oh,
Two boundaries in a row. Abhinav Anand is saying, so bowlers are not getting enough credit for good bowling. If they restrict a team for a low score, then usually it is said that the pitch is conducive for bowling.
Very good point, Abhinav. None of you guys have, including me, you have only been dissing the CSK batters. Dhoni near got out. What is Jadeja doing? What is...
Abhinav Anand is clearly.
I praised
missed-
RCB's bowling.
No, forget RCB bowling.
I also did play
Even in
Nal and Suyash.
Even in this game, I think Abhinav Anand mistook that Mitchell Santner is playing for Mumbai. We praised Mitchell Santner. Mitchell Santner doesn't play for CSK. So yes.
No, you didn't praise Mitch Santner. You praised the fact that Hardik Pandya got Mitch Santner to bowl to...
Yep. But see, in this, how can we keep on praising Jasprit Bumrah? Yeah.
Yeah, Bumrah is...
Cheat code. 2 for 25.
But here, last two games, he's back. Boom is back.
Yes. He's cheat code, yaar. Can't इतना तारीफ भी नहीं करना चाहिए.
Had it been, it had to be a Bumrah to get
Mahi bhai.
Exactly.
him out. Otherwise,
With dollops of luck.
he would have
though,
hit sixes and fours and 200 you would have got.
No chance.
Don't believe me.
Yeah. Although I had my mic drop moment, BTS. There was a good BTS
That's
which
why I'm
was
not saying
shot.
anything.
See, there was a good BTS which was not shot.
Today is Sunday, na?
Yeah.
I can't.
Tell them the BTS.
No. All 4 games going one-sided games we have seen on the Super Weekend.
Arey, LSG RR, how was it one-sided?
It was again
Shashwat?
I
How
think we
was
can cut the
LSG
stream
RR
here.
No, I'm
one-sided?
saying it was one-way traffic and then
Apologize
suddenly
now.
I apologize. It was not one-way. It was one-way traffic.
Okay.
Till the 18th over and then suddenly things changed.
Even DC GT, come on.
Sridhvi sir,
I'm a,
Vathia,
no one will be a bigger fan of
over.
AB Tewatia here than me.
No, at least it was a pretty comfortable victory.
Okay, but it was tense.
Until the last couple of
Gulati,
overs, yeah.
you yourself are saying, oh no, Mitchell Stark again.
No, I was very confident about Tewatia.
Okay. So that is why there is no bigger fan in this room of AB Tewatia than me.
True,
And-
true. I agree.
And I was also thinking that, okay, Stark, he faces his ultimate test. Even for a 6, that was his greatness.
Whole year he is practicing this only. 2 balls and 2 sixes I have to hit. I'll go in.
Exactly. So we do praise the bowlers. But Jassi bhai, yaar, I believe only in Jassi bhai.
Was out. There was no appeal at
For
all.
the second time,
What are they doing?
even CSK, I mean, MI also missed one review. I think it was Jaddu or someone else.
I
They
think
didn't
maybe
take the
because
review.
of the bounce, they are anticipating
No,
that.
that was taken. It was umpire's fault.
miss the
Another
stumps.
review they missed. They missed one more review. So Jamie Overton.
Khalil is not happy, and so he should not be.
Yeah.
A ball's moving, but Wankhede, you get that swing. That's the thing about
Queen's
Wankhede.
necklace breeze will ensure that you get Queen's
Okay,
necklace breeze.
Chalo, we'll take your leave. Join us for a long post-match show where we'll try and answer all your questions. Hopefully we get another nail biter, but doesn't seem like it. Unless a collapse happens.
It's a
Devpriya.
4-zip, Mumbai.
Big game for Rohit Sharma as well.
Although he showed glimpses of form with 26 against
16,
SRH.
yeah.
Yaar, I have to.
If Virat would have got 26, would you have said glimpses of form?
No glimpse at all.
Then
But
Those
Rohit,
why
two
this cola
shots
very deep?
looked vintage
In the
Rohit.
last match, I said that he showed glimpses of form when Mumbai won against SRH, and no one allowed me to speak
Yes,
here.
I am totally
That's why I'm
objecting
not saying
to that.
anything.
sarcasm
I'm
alert
objecting
missing.
to it. My point is, if Jadeja got 26 runs, you'll say getting back to form. Rishabh Pant got 26 runs in a game, you'll say getting back to form.
Sidvi sir will come.
If
Just add it.
Virat was failing and got 26 runs in one match, you'll say getting back to form.
thanks Gulati, sarcasm alert missed.
He was being sarcastic.
No.
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
He just
Sidvi
remembered
sir-
that, you know, I
26
had
of
forgotten.
16,
So
come
he was
on.
trying to be
You said
extra
he
smart.
did show side.
No,
You did
no.
show-
I know him for a decade now.
You did say. Ditna to
You
I
don't know
also-
me well enough, Gulati.
Ditna I also know. You did not. This wasn't sarcasm.
He identified
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
No.
And you did this also little back in.
No,
Yeah.
26 of 16. He
Everybody
got a
in the
record
room
also. It was a
knows that
record.
You were not being
अरे मैं-
sarcastic.
मेरे बाल ऐसे नहीं सफेद हो रहे हैं.
You don't have Safed ball.
No, I do.
Chalo.
Right? Nahi hai. He doesn't have safed ball.
Either you are blind or you
He
can't
has
see
more
yourself.
safed balls
Yeah.
than you.
Either you're blind or you can't see yourself. Na? What to do? Chalo.
But Siddharth has a lot of
I have
safed
lots.
At least he has hair. As in, touch wood. Touch wood.
Eid.
Because till now, lots of people don't know.
Touch wood again.
Arre, touch wood again.
Bye.
White hair look good on you. You don't look bad.
I will not dye my hair. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't. These also look nice.
One member from the team has done it and he looks
Who?
15 years younger.
Who?
Akash. Akash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bye.